The Saturday morning buzz of conversation in the salon was lively as usual. Needle and thread bobbed in and out of women's head, gray and dull-colored hair tinted to perfection, and the scent of chemical relaxers filled the air with a pungent stench which signified money was being made. As I stood over one of my clients' head and applied color, the shop phone rang, and my boss yelled, "BB, line 1. With no worries in the world, I picked up the phone and whimsically said, "Hello." To my surprise, on the other end was my 16-year-old babysitter exclaiming, "ZaZa won't get up." My ears fell deaf to all that was around me to hone into what I was being told. I responded, "What do you mean he won't get up?" With fear and horror in her voice, she blurted out, "I went to check on him because it was getting late, and he won't wake up. He won't wake up." My entire state of mind shifted to panic, and I replied, "Call 911. I'm on my way." As I turned around to inform my boss of the horrific news I just received, all eyes were fixated on me as if they were frozen in time. I quickly exited the salon and jumped into my car, heading straight for home without a care in the world except for my 17-month-old son, Zamir. I ran nearly 8 red traffic lights to get to him as fast as I could. When I got to my apartment complex, there was an ambulance parked directly across the street with 2 paramedics standing at the back of it, taking out a gurney. I anxiously asked them if they were headed to my address, and they responded, "No, we were called to come to the house over there." I pleaded with them to follow me, explaining frantically that my baby had just stopped breathing all of a sudden. They immediately responded to my cries and followed me into my apartment building. When I opened the door, there was my joy, my hope, my baby, laying peacefully in the arms of my young sitter. I immediately took him from her and realized that there was no sign of him, just a lifeless body cuddled in my arms. The paramedics instructed me to lay him down so that they could do CPR on him, to which he was unresponsive. As I stood over the 3 of them, it felt as if the walls were caving in, and I observed how my son's body no longer housed his spirit. As we boarded the ambulance and zoomed to the emergency room, I cried silently as I rubbed the soft hair of my precious little boy who seemed to be no more. That day, life, what I knew it to be, no longer existed. The outcome of that day was that for the next 13 years, I had become a young mother of a severely brain-damaged and fully disabled child